Yeah. What's good, everybody?
Hey,
What's good,
what's
Tribe?
good, Triziba?
His ass.
Another episode of your favorite podcast. And if we're not your favorite podcast, you should reconsider.
Facts.
Exactly. What are you doing with your life?
Facts.
Get your life. Get your life.
Get your muffin life.
It's your
So
girl
who's moderating this
Mo.
beautiful episode? Oh yeah, Mo is.
Your
Yeah,
girl
go ahead, Mo.
Mo.
Do you? Go ahead.
Don't need no intro.
Hey, tribe. Exactly. What's good, everybody? As Mash would say, the spew guy.
Everybody.
I'm gonna introduce my family members because he's a family. What you mean? I'm gonna start off with my boy Flash, the philosopher who be philosophizing.
Oh my
What's
God.
up, Flash?
Oh my God, damn. I love being first. I'm not gonna lie.
Of
I
course.
like when I can, I don't want to use my, the words of other members here, but I like when I can spew my little energy.
Hey,
Good,
go for it,
good.
All right, but it's cool. But
Good.
today I am the hoe looking for a housewife. Okay. It is your boy, it is he, it is me, it is I, Flash the philosopher. What up?
What's up, Flash? What's up? I'm gonna go to, my bestie, my
Ooh.
rib. I'm her
Ooh.
right, she my left.
Ooh.
My sister.
She
What's
on
up,
the
TJ?
Michael Jackson shoulder pad tournament.
Bestie,
Ooh.
I
King of pop.
know.
Give it Captain Crunch.
What up, Tribe? This is your girl TJ, the Unicorn Gemini, and I bring duality and peace to the podcast. Even though these people be hating on me.
Oh.
Flash, I did want to say it's okay for you to use other people's words. I had a friend in town and she kept saying, "Don't zone my shit, don't zone my shit," and it's okay.
Nah,
So for hearing people say spew, like I love it. I love
look,
it.
I use everybody's shit except the fuckboy shit. I can't be out here like, yeah, it's me, your favorite F. Like I don't want to be an F. Like I feel like he embraces that.
Tribe,
Yo.
feel free to be a fuck boy or use AFF or HSD or a philosopher or
HSD.
tell people don't zone your shit
Right.
or that you
Mhm.
spewing. It's all good. It's all
Honestly,
good.
let's
Or
make
that
that
you
a thing.
complete. Or that you complete.
Oh, you
Yeah.
complete.
But no, seriously,
Yeah.
if you know you got, like you giving a chick good dick, like you let her know that's the HSD right there. Like we got to use this shit. This is real
Exactly.
shit, okay?
It's a good
I mean,
thing.
when
It's a good
when
thing.
I'm finished, I definitely tell my shorty I'm complete.
Right.
You do?
I'm complete.
Oh my God.
I'm complete.
Yeah, I
I
like that.
cannot.
Anyway, I'm gonna get back to the intros.
You
And
already
I would be
know.
remiss if I didn't introduce
Ooh.
myself.
Ooh, Rick.
It's your girl Mo,
Oh.
representing and hailing from the Bronx Co-op City, Section 5. Don't ever zone my shit, of
Never,
course.
ever,
Just don't do it.
Never.
disappear for less.
No
So I'm
smoke.
gonna hit it up to my boy Mash, the spew god, drip drip. What's
Yo,
up?
gang. What's good, everybody? Gang. For those who don't know, I am the spew guy and I represent the spew. Spew is an abbreviation for spreading positive energy wherever, and as a spew god, it's my job to spew all over the gang and enrich the lives of everybody that I meet.
Easy when you say all over.
Yeah,
I
all
was
over.
like,
You
I
all
spew
over
all
everybody.
over the gang.
All
All
over.
over the gang. You gotta take it. Just take it. See that face you making, TJ? That's exactly how it happens.
Spewed on
you. Yep. It's all on you now. Representing South Jamaica Queens. Only queens make kings. And I'm here to talk my shit with my gang.
All right.
Of course.
Oh.
And of course, who is he? Our favorite. What's your effort today,
That
Shay?
boy, frontiersman. All right.
Frontiersman. Okay. That's clever.
Where'd you get that one from? Where'd you get that one from? What's a frontiersman? What's a frontiersman,
A
bro?
frontiersman is a person
From
who
the nigga in the
settled
front.
in New Frontier.
can't.
Flash. Don't be trying to call me out here on the Flash. I'm calling me out here on the goddamn podcast. All right. We call me out in the background, ho. Anyhow.
All right.
America's favorite frontiersman, aka Mr.
Okay.
HSD. And yo, to be honest with you, yo, I have been getting a lot of good reviews about the HSD lately. I don't know what I've been doing different, but a nigga been laying it down because all I know is all the reviews have been positive, son. Like real
That's
shit.
good.
Niggas they're like, yo, wow, that was you really put it down. I was like,
you getting 5-star ratings, bro?
I was like, that's I was
you ain't doing any of your tricks. You ain't pull out the sock. You
I
ain't have to go there.
Yeah, I pulled out the sock last night. So I did a forward choke with the sock this time. I did it like from the front while I was hitting the missionary. So yeah, it worked out. Yeah, and she kind of pulled her neck into it so she could get a little bit more choke into it. So I made it a little tighter. I made it a little tighter for her. Huh?
Shake. I'm pretty sure the sock got you from like 4 stars where you was probably stuck at for like a long time. And as soon as you whipped out the sock, like that's what got you to the 5 stars.
Nah, so I've been 5 stars. That right there gave me the extra. Right, that gives me room to slack off, bro. I could give him 4-star work with the sock. All right.
Yo, no bullshit, no bullshit. We need to make that website where you can like have this like statistically counted for you.
Thank you.
There's gotta be somewhere
how do you know
that we document this because this is important that we fact check all of these comments that's being made.
These reviews.
I need references. I need references all here that come
exactly.
Because you know what I was thinking about? Like when I die. Nobody's gonna talk about my dick game. Nobody's gonna talk about how I played it down. They're gonna talk about it in secret.
So but I want
it somewhere where it's saying where they can look it up like, you know what, that nigga? That was real.
Right that was a fact. That was real, right?
The best in the game. One of the best in the game, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not gonna brag on me when I'm dead. That ain't gonna happen.
I feel like I'm gonna just be a legend in like the eyes of all the women I've probably, been with, or most of them. Like, I ain't gonna say all, but most of them. I'm cool with that though, because
is that enough?
I mean, for me it is, because I feel like if I gave out enough, and like I'm satisfied and they satisfied, yeah, it is.
Shake, can I challenge you?
Okay.
You challenge who?
Okay.
Shake.
Oh,
what's the challenge?
I challenge you to have one of your women, and this is not. I don't want you creating a fake page or nothing like that.
Okay.
We're gonna check the page and make sure it's not a fake page. I want them to put 5 stars under our next post.
So you want to fact check you
for my dick game?
Yeah, we're gonna create a post. If you're saying it's 5 stars and they raving about it, I want to see if they'll do it. We're gonna create a post.
They probably not.
And we're gonna put it on our IG. And I want if they can put 5 stars under it.
Let me tell you something.
That's it. That's what we want to know.
My my shit is so good. These bitches gonna put 1 star so they keep me to themselves.
We don't even see a big old head.
I don't trust them.
Tell them, King.
I don't trust them to tell the truth. I don't trust them.
Well, you said that they said it to you.
How their leg was shaking and they couldn't.
Right, but he's saying in a public. But he's saying in a public forum, why would they want to put the next chick on and put 5 stars under it? They might put 1, so that because they put 5 other bitches and want to jump on. Like, that nigga 5. Let me hear him up.
But he's a fuckboy. He's not. It doesn't matter.
Well, bitches might want to just fuck. So.
Believe it or not, women have definitely bit on the HSD shit. It's like, yo, I want to test this shit. And
I would too. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to go to 1 star.
But that's what I'm saying.
If I see 5 stars, I'm gonna want to put.
But that's what I'm saying. So he's saying they're gonna put 1 star.
Let them fight in the comments.
Anyway,
let's get this website popping.
Let me continue.
I'm gonna create a post for it on IG.
You gonna create a post? All right,
whatever.
Challenge.
Okay. I'm gonna tell
you. Sorry, Mo.
Yes. We're moving along to our next segment where we get centered and we get to level ourselves. Introducing TJ. Go ahead, TJ.
Thank you. Cue music.
Yes. Because I said it was gonna be a great ass day. I won't accept nothing else. Nothing bad will enter my day. Say that shit like you mean it. Howl it. No bad days.
No bad days. Tribe, I love that intro. I want to make sure that you guys have no bad days. And one way that we can do it is to align our chakras. The chakra that I'll be working on today is the red chakra, also known as the root chakra. It's located at the base of our spine. And it symbolizes us being grounded and feeling centered. And I want to do something special with you guys today.
Oh, I love special shit, TJ.
I know. So you belong here. And that's what that red chakra represents. You're feeling grounded. You belong exactly where you are. You are present. You are in the space that you're supposed to be in right now. I'm supposed to be here talking to you guys right now. Tribe, as you're listening to us, you are supposed to be listening to us right now in this space right now at this time right now.
TJ, is that So wait, we're doing the root chakra today?
We're doing the root chakra, correct? You know, I said it earlier, but you didn't
I
hear.
know, but like, I did this morning, right? I be like,
You
when I wake up, I
did.
be doing my chakras and shit, and I'm just
Love it.
happy I was able to combine this shit.
You
Feel
ahead.
free to do it.
Yes, and now
I
you
don't.
know what it really means. So while I ring this bell, I want you guys to do something different. We take a deep breath in and out, but I want you to imagine yourself being rooted. I want you to envision roots that would go into the tree or go into the ground from the tree, going deep down into the core of the earth. So you are steady, you are stable, you are grounded.
Yes.
Okay. And then something else I want to share with you guys. Mash, I want you to pull it up for me. It's angel numbers. Have you guys ever heard of angel numbers?
No.
Now, until you said that shit today.
So anytime you see, numbers in repetition, it can be 2, it could be 3, it could be 4. I'm going to show you the angel numbers for the 3s, but like 1111 passed, 111. These are angel numbers. Hold on, let's move the
every day
the banner at the bottom. Mash,
every day I see 333. For some reason, I look at the
there
clock.
you go. So that's something that I want to share with you guys. So when you see the numbers 333, that means that your spiritual guides are around you and they're sending you love and support and guidance. You are supposed to be here right now. You're supposed to be seeing that number 3. That's a message for you. If you see 111, that means intuition. Trust your gut. Listen to your heart. I recently saw 555 as I just quit my job, and it said something new is coming. And I'm like, oh my God, that is the confirmation that I felt like I needed. And it made me feel grounded. I was supposed to see that number. So guys, if you're ready, let's go ahead and open up our root chakra. And I want you guys to go ahead and envision roots growing from the base of your spine. Envision the color red, and envision roots growing from that location deep down into the core, making you sturdy and strong. You belong here.
You talking about from the
grounded. Gooch? At the base of your spine. So we talked about that. Let it be your gooch, boo. Let it be your gooch.
All right. I'm about to. Okay. All right. Gooch power. Come on.
Yeah. Actually, something you can do, guys. I know that women do Kegel, and I know you guys do it when you have your penis rise up and down. Yeah. So if you tighten that and then let that go.
I like to show off.
Okay.
Oh my God. Let it go. So tighten it and then let it go. And that's where you should be as you exhale.
Okay.
All right. Everybody ready?
Shooting through my gooch, TJ. Let's go. Come on.
Yes. Deep breath in and out. Your roots are just getting stronger.
Oh, you showing off today.
Oh, shit. EJ, I was in the basement. That is crazy.
Yeah, your roots went to the basement?
Yeah.
Not into the core of the earth? No. You didn't want it to break ground?
I didn't want to disrupt the axis that we're on.
No. I go deep. I want to feel the heat of the earth. I want to go down to that thermal level of the earth.
Nice,
anyway, nice. I'm complete.
Gay.
Right, good job, TJ. I love
it. Yes. Next, we're going to get to the fuckboy shakes.
All right.
Word of the week.
Word of the week.
Word of the week. Word of the week. Word of the week.
Word of the week. First off, I'm a frontiersman, not a damn fuckboy.
Okay, frontiersman.
You heard his
nigga, that's the same thing.
You always going to be a fuckboy, and that's just the bottom line.
But frontiersman is the same thing, because in Jamaica, we say that's your front. So you all about the front. You know
frontiersman. Oh, shit.
That's some Jamaican shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So today's word of the week is malevolent. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you probably have heard the word before. It's been used in movies. Yes, it's been used in movies. It means having or showing a wish to do evil to others. Malevolent. And hopefully, we can utilize that word in our regular vocabulary. Well, matter of fact, I don't want to use it in my regular vocabulary because I don't want to be around people who are malevolent. And let me use it in a sentence. All right. When my coworker got a promotion, I looked at him with jealous eyes because I was malevolent.
Okay.
Can we get a sound? Can we get a sound? Can we get a sound for that one? Can we get a sound for that one?
But that's jealousy.
I don't even like that one.
Not that you wanted to do evil to them.
Oh, okay.
I have one.
Okay. I think sabotage. Go ahead, TJ. Go ahead.
I got one too.
Okay. I feel like my coworker, the reason why I quit, I felt like she was malevolent towards me.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, TJ. I got one too. I feel like there are many cops who are malevolent in nature. I was trying to
Good job.
That's
the thing.
I think the job makes him malevolent, but go ahead.
Yeah.
The malevolent king decided not to feed the people in his city.
All right, that nigga read this shit off of Google.
Yeah.
He did. That sounds like
y'all some haters.
Mo?
That's crazy.
Mo, you got one? You got one?
That's crazy.
It sounds like a Google cut.
I used to have malevolent thoughts towards Trump.
Good.
I like that. Okay.
No, where she stand.
Now, none of y'all get points for any of that shit. All right?
No, we know.
All right, so the timer
we just flexing.
Vocabulary.
We are.
We're gonna start after this. But before we move into the episode, TJ, let them know what they gotta do, where they can find us, and all of that jazz. Of course.
Guys, I'm waiting for my music. Thank you guys for listening to this podcast. Go ahead and hit the like button right now. Hit the follow button right now. Hit the subscribe button right now. What else? Go ahead and follow us on social media. We're on IG at So Ratchet Podcast. We're on TikTok at So Ratchet Podcast. We're on Twitter at So Ratchet Pod. And on YouTube, where you can see our beautiful and handsome faces, we're on So Ratchet Space Podcast. We drop new episodes every Wednesday. Check us out, guys.
Oh my God.
Hey.
Nice.
Was that 10 seconds? How many seconds?
Thanks. Yo, you know what I appreciate about you guys? I appreciate no matter what kind of day you guys are having, you guys turn on the energy. And that's why I fucking love this podcast. I fucking love this podcast.
That's what we're supposed to do. That's what we're supposed to do.
None of us come in here with malevolent intent, bro.
Facts.
Okay.
That counts.
That nigga said the wrong word.
He said benevolent. He just said benevolent.
Oh, damn.
Malevolent. I didn't hear the right way.
Malevolent.
What's the word? What's the word?
Malevolent.
What did I say?
You did not say
malevolence, I think.
You did not say the word.
I think we should give him the point. He said malevolent intent. You're giving the point. He get his point, Flash.
He gets his point.
Flash has
I'll give you that point.
Flash is being malevolent now, bro.
Thank you, everyone.
Put a question mark next to this shit. Put a question mark next to it. We got to play it back.
What are we doing here, bro? Give me my point, bro.
Flash is being malevolent right now, bro.
It's a cool down. Chill out.
I know.
There's a cool down. Chill out.
Jake gets a point.
There's a cool down.
You deserve that.
Shake got a point and Mash got a point.
Post that, Mash. Post the score so everybody knows it.
Anyway,
moving forward.
I cannot.
What a ref.
Moderator, kick it off.
Yes, let's go. So, as you guys know, we've been doing a series called 7 Deadly Sins.
Yes.
And today, the sin that we will be discussing will be envy. Okay.
Ooh, I like this.
So I'm gonna give one of the definitions for envy: a feeling of discontent or resentful longing aroused by someone else's possessions, qualities, or luck, a desire to have a quality possession or other desirable attributes belonging to someone else. So envy also is characterized by an insatiable desire like greed and lust. It can be described as a sad or resentful towards traits or possessions of someone else. So basically what I said there. So we're gonna talk.
What Flash just did was real envious of me having the point just now, and he tried to take it away from me, and then gave it to another nigga. That's all envy. Is that what you're saying? That's what I got from what you said.
Oh, that's what you got from that.
It's like jealousy too.
Yeah. That's what it felt like as well.
People being fair. You can't be envious of people that want to be fair.
Okay, I feel. So let's dive in, y'all. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Let's go. So I have a question. Have any of us ever been envious of a path that we should have taken in life?
You talk about envious of a path not taken?
No, like, are you envious of a path you should have taken in life?
No, yes. I'm shit. Oh, is this a burner question?
No, it's a talking point.
Okay.
It's a talking point.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, when I was younger, I was 24, right? I wanted to go to the Air Force, and like it was something that I was really like going hard with for a minute. And they made me do a whole lot of stuff to try to get in there, and I finally got in. And I had a really high ASVAB score. They was gonna give me an amazing job, you know what I'm saying? And I decided last minute that I wanted to be a dad. I didn't want to leave my kid behind and shit like that. But I feel like I should have actually taken that opportunity and went there, because I was still had the opportunity to be a dad. Like, I really didn't see the full picture at that time. And now I see other people who've taken the path, and I look at them like, fuck. Like, I see that shit. Like, I see all the benefits they get from it. That just I can't say that I have any malevolent intent, but I am kind of jealous though. It's something that like I wish that I was able to have for myself. I wish I was able to have that military background. I wish I was able to have that career field that I would have had, because I would have been fixing satellites, which would have been amazing. You know what I'm saying? But I gave it, but I decided to go a different direction. If I could go back and talk to my 24-year-old self, I'd have kicked myself in the ass and made myself get on that bus.
Got it. So I get
definitely.
it.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna, because for some reason the question is fucking with me. Like, I don't feel like you can be envious of a path that you should have taken. You're envious of other people that took the path that you wanted to take.
You didn't take, correct?
Right. Yeah. So I think that's what the question should have said. But okay, yeah, I totally get that. Sorry, go ahead, Mash.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was just gonna say envious path that comes in mind for me is when I decided to come back to New York rather than stay on the path of farming. And there were a lot of different opportunities that were available to me to have different life experiences. When I was living and working on the farm, I met my man Attila, and Attila put me on to doing work in Antarctica. Like there was like a application that you can apply for to work in like an oil tanker in Antarctica. And I thought that was weird as fuck, but he was like, it's something to do and they'll pay you. You live there, you work there, and you have an experience of being in Antarctica. He said, how many times can you say you've been to Antarctica? I was like, that's pretty fire. Just the idea of having that sense of adventure, really, really tapped. It touched me, and I regret not doing that because I wanted to see where that would take me in life. Like, where would that path take me? Or where would that journey take me to my next adventure? So that's something I'm envious of, for sure.
Yeah. I think when I think back, I know for me it was between, at least when I was growing up, it was between two things for me. It was track and singing. And I remember my mom asked me, like, what do you want to do? Because, she was like, I can't afford both, but if you want to hone in on something, and I chose track. But then part of my mind is like, yo, what if I really honed in and really did my singing shit? Like, I'm like, damn, would I have made it? Like, could I have been, like maybe famous or something like that if I would have chose that instead of track? You know what I mean? So I kind of go back and forth with that too. Like, dang, I wonder if I really did that and honed in on those skills. Yeah.
Have you ever tried to get like a voice coach or thought about like doing? You still even doing it now?
Still doing it right now? No, I just feel like I'm being realistic. Like at the age that I am now, you know what I mean? Like, not to say that it can't happen, but
would you consider joining the choir?
I was on the choir, actually.
Ooh,
I was
like as an adult. Like, would you consider going
wrong shit?
As an adult? I wouldn't mind joining the choir. I was in high school. I was in a choir. I think in college, really briefly. So yeah,
maybe that might be an option. Maybe you might want to consider that.
To go back to that.
Mo, I could see you just like even if you wanted to try it out, like you could hit the bar and you start singing like all your favorite Mary J. Blige songs and shit on the microphone. I can see
all the karaoke spots where I'll go with you. Any karaoke spot you want to go to, we fuck it up together. Let's go.
Let's go. But but like I say, our path is already set for us by God. So whatever, for me, track, it was what it was. That's how, and went to school for that. That kind of gave me my next stepping stone. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm laughing at that, Mash, because you ever, I don't know if y'all ever done this, but y'all ever been somewhere like in karaoke and then you know, you thinking everybody having fun and shit, niggas is singing, and then just be that one person that come out in the karaoke
Blow.
Yes.
and you like, why the fuck are you here?
Yes,
Right, exactly.
You belong on Star Search, the Apollo, not right here. This is our space.
Right.
You know, it's for the people that can't sing over here. You know,
right. I love seeing people who could really sing do karaoke. That shit makes me
not to toot my own horn, but I'm usually that guy. All right.
Whatever.
Are you Shake? Let's go to karaoke. Shake.
I'm down for it.
Let's go.
Down for it.
I want to do that.
It's only certain songs that I'm good at.
I love karaoke.
What's your go-to song?
What's my go-to song?
Everybody.
My go-to song is Nelly Hot in Here. Nelly Hot in Here is my go-to karaoke.
You know all the lyrics.
Can't go wrong.
My karaoke song is actually an Ashanti song.
Which one is that?
Oh, baby.
Okay.
Okay. I'm so happy, baby. That's my song. That is my karaoke song.
Sing just now, didn't we?
My karaoke song is "I Wish I Never Met Her."
Okay. Okay, shit.
That's like my favorite. I can sing that song with so much passion.
I don't know.
That came out while we was in high school. You was so young.
That's a fact.
I ain't gonna hold you. I remember doing karaoke it was in Atlanta actually one time, and I think my most favorite song to do was Gold Digger. And I remember like after I performed this shit, I dropped the mic and they were like Kanye East, and I was like, you damn right.
No way, Kanye East.
Kanye East. You damn right.
Out of here.
All right. Well,
yo, facts. Yo, I did Nelly Hot in Here when I was in Cancun. He got this one part. He's like, got pictures, can't leave Cancun. And you pause and let the whole crowd do it. Like,
yes.
Like,
this nigga want to perform so bad.
Crowd participation.
Oh my God.
Motherfucking right. You motherfucking right.
Yo, wait.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't have a song. I'm not a karaoke girl.
No, but I was gonna say for the question though.
Yeah, for the question, I want. Yeah.
So look, I'm gonna be 100% funky. I wanted to be a porn star. I was envious of porn stars, just to be honest.
Okay.
When I was young and I first developed like just nothing or feeling like what nothing was, in my mind, I said, how could I do this more often? And how the hell do I get paid for it? And then discovering porn and realizing like these people are making a living just fucking made me feel like I wanted to be in the business. And I think the one thing I will say that stopped me was number one, I was from a Jamaican household and shit. And in my mind, I could have probably became like the biggest Jamaican porn star. I would have came on with the flags and shit. I would have had a real Jamaican name or some shit. I'd probably be like Goddess. That'd probably be my point in Goddess or some shit.
Gallus.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Donovan. But anyway.
King Goddess or some shit. But I wanted to do it, but then I realized like there's gonna have to come a time where I explain like my mom, like, yeah, mom, you know, I do porn for a living or whatnot. Yeah, and it didn't sit well with me to be able to want to have that conversation. And personally, I think porn stars are cool. Like I've been to porn conventions and shit, and they're the coolest, most down to earth people. They, you know, it's real humble for a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? And they're very expressive. I feel like they're very in touch with a lot of what they want and who they are, and they're not built off of, you know, all this shame that society tries to like shove at you a lot of the times. So, you know, that was just something for me that clearly it didn't happen. I mean, at least not professionally. But
your flash. No bullshit. You touched my heart just now when you said it, because as a little nigga, I think every little nigga want to be a porn star at one point in time.
I'm telling you.
I think at one point in time, every little boy, when they find porn, they're like, I could do this. I can see myself doing this.
Right.
Let me tell you something.
How could you not?
Yo, there's a scene in The Dark Knight, and the Joker says, if you're gonna be good at something, why not get paid for it? And I was just like, fuck yeah. Like, why didn't I do this shit? But I say that to say,
not sure.
Part
you
of
didn't want to shame your mother. You didn't want to shame your mother, bro. That's
right.
Yeah. And then I think my mom would have probably thought I would have had like malevolent behavior towards women if I was just sitting there just pounding and grounding them out, you know, all the time.
No, I think it's the opposite. I think a lot of I've been to Wait, did you say malevolent?
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Okay.
He
Mo,
said
you give him a
malevolent
point. Give him a
yeah,
point,
he
Mo.
said malevolent behavior towards women.
I was gonna say that I've been to porn conventions too, and I've learned that they don't really have a dating life, or their dating life is not the greatest. They don't like to have that much sex when they're like dating because they do it every day at work. That's what a lot of the women that I've heard say.
I expect great sex from a porn star girlfriend.
What? I expect earth-shattering sex from a porn star.
Out of here.
I expect
but she's not at work.
It don't matter.
She wants to relax.
All right, so hypothetically, let's step into a hypothetical bubble. If I was dating a porn star, I would expect her to show me something nasty once a week. She got to show me something nasty once a week. A session. She got to help me explore some shit I ain't never thought of. In my mind, because she's a porn star.
Facts.
You would respect her, and you would take her around your mom and your family if she was a porn star.
Hell
she my girl.
She a girl.
Yeah.
She my girl.
Why
would you wife her a porn star?
Why would I not?
I don't know. Oof.
Come on, here you go. You hear another person say,
at least Mash being honest. At least
be honest.
We have to connect. We have to connect so much that I don't care about my homies watching you getting beat up. We gotta connect so much that it's all right with them doing some real like what type of porn we talking about? Like
we going off
whatever you want.
We going off on a tangent.
Here we are.
Yes.
I gotta pray with my bitch if she do porn though. Like every day. Like we gotta cleanse out all the souls that she smashing shit.
I hate to say
all the chakras.
I got to. I'm just being honest.
Is she currently doing porn?
Yes.
Gotta pray.
Nah, I couldn't do
that. You gotta find God.
Anyway. We keeping on track. We talking about envy, not goddamn porn. Every minute, y'all.
What's
the difference?
Y'all always talk about sex.
Podcast we don't talk about sex is envious of us.
That's
and they're malevolent in nature.
Malevolent in nature.
You got a point for that.
I love it.
I'll answer real quick.
My
answer is pretty quick. I want to say, Mo, I agree with you. I feel like this was the path that God destined for me, and I'm supposed to be right here, right now, creating this podcast. But I would say that I would have been, I am envious of people that are in real estate, flipping,
we'll get
buying,
there.
Selling
we'll
homes.
We're getting there, and one of the that's gonna come up. Trust me. But I get
that's my answer for this.
Okay,
that's my answer for this. Like I feel like I don't feel like I'm envious of a path I should have taken. I'm just saying I'm envious of people that have been doing it when they were younger. Because my mom just recently told me, she was like, "T, like, do you remember when you were like 16, you saved your money, and I bought one of those things on TV to like." It was like one of those get rich quick kind of schemes, but it was like they were selling it on TV. Like you can go ahead and buy these homes with no money down. This is the program that's going to teach you how to do it. And it was a 1-800 number, and you called. I saved my money and I bought it. And she was like, "Remember, this is what you said you wanted to do?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's what I said I wanted to do." So I'm getting back into it now. And that's something that I feel like
Mom remembering your dreams.
She did.
Isn't that sweet?
I love it.
All right. I think I can make this into a burner question. This next question. Okay.
Yes. Burner question. So signature.
Yes.
Our signature to the SR podcast, where we ask a question and you answer either yes, no, or sophisticatedly ratchet.
Woo! Go TJ.
You're on point today.
Okay. Let's see. Has envy ever ruined a relationship? That could be a burner. Or maybe have you been envious?
No, that's a good question.
Have you ever been envious?
No, I'm saying has
somebody else being envious of us.
No, it's has envy ever ruined a relationship?
Okay, let's remove this one and put that one up.
That's a definitely yes for me, dog.
Flash. I'm gonna tell you why. That's BS. But go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Wait, let me get.
Wait, you said it. Wait,
because it don't gotta be. It don't gotta be your envy. It could be somebody who you were with, who has enviousness.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
Has envy ever ruined a?
Master's trying to smoke.
Okay,
sorry. I ain't focused.
I said it like 10 times.
Oh my!
Go ahead, Mo. Read the questions for the people that can't see.
Has envy ever ruined a relationship? We have a yes from TJ, a yes from Shake, a sophisticatedly ratchet from me, a sophisticatedly ratchet for Flash, and a yes for Mash.
Drip.
Let's go with the yeses first.
Okay.
I dated a girl. Oh, go ahead, Shake.
No, you got it. You got it, TJ. Go ahead.
I dated a girl that literally sold every. I met her in Vegas. By the way, tribe, if you meet somebody in Vegas, leave them in Vegas.
Facts.
That is a saying. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I met her in Vegas. And we started a relationship and she moved to New York. Okay. She had to like sell everything she had and came out here. And she struggled trying to get a job. And I felt like she was envious of me because, you know, like I was like the main provider. And I think for her, she felt like her role in the relationship, because she's always been like more of a provider. She was very envious of me because I was the one providing. Yeah. And it ended the relationship. I mean, she felt like she wasn't a person. And I'm like, don't allow your career to define who you are. You know what I mean? But yeah, it ruined the relationship. She ended up going back to Vegas. And yeah, we're no longer together.
Yeah, I was envious in my man's relationship because his girl was doing all types of wild shit. My shit was
sexually. He shared that with you?
Oh yeah. You ever hear a story from your homeboy and make you be like, damn, why shit don't happen to me? What's going on in my shit? My bubble ain't the same. I was like, damn.
So you broke up with the girl?
Yeah, we had to change things because things wasn't the way I wanted them to be. Once I found out how other people was getting on a regular basis, it was like, this is my homeboy's life. He's living a great life, and I'm over here stuck in this little cookie cutter situation. I was mad envious. I had to bounce. Didn't work.
So you broke up with your friend? Damn, bro.
No, he broke up with his girlfriend.
Broke up with the girl.
Yo, Mash. You know what's crazy though? I had one of my cousins. He actually broke up with his girl once he discovered that women were giving head, and like he found it out via like his homeboy. You know, his homeboy was like, you know, women do this shit with their mouth. You know, and he was like, what do you mean? He was like, my girlfriend doesn't even do that. And he was like, yeah, they go wah, 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 wah. And the nigga broke up with his girl the next week. Once he figured out that women was out here giving head, and she didn't want to.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it jealousy. I would just say you guys came to fruition. He realized that, you know, there was something more than what he was getting. That's all I'm saying.
Definitely very envious.
Yeah, but this is young nigga shit though. But it happens.
Okay, so you know, I used to be in like a serious relationship, and you know, fuckboy Shake been a fuckboy for a long time, and not only that, I'm a very charismatic and I want to say likable person. So a lot of people like me. And this reference from? Fuck you. Flash.
I know. I'm like,
anyhow, yes, I am.
This nigga be writing his own reviews.
So
this is what I am. Okay.
So a lot of people, exactly who I am.
Fake news.
Fake news.
So let's just say I may have been the reason for her jealousy. You know what I'm saying? You know, me getting into other bullshit and like
elaborate what you mean.
I may have been the reason because, you know, I ain't gonna lie, like I probably was caught cheating a few times and allegedly back in my younger hoe days and
you're
philandering.
My philandering days, exactly.
Being a frontiersman.
But the thing is now but then we got to the point where now I'm chilling. I'm not doing nothing. I'm handling business, but we going out to parties and shit like that. Like, let's say we're going to like group parties or like
your niggas parties. Is at the party or your girls is at the party?
My girl, I'm there with my girl, and like, let's say another coworker starts talking to me, a female starts talking to me or something like that. She blows up like, who the fuck is that? And da 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 da. And then that and the third, and then I'm sitting here like, are you fucking serious? Like, I wasn't even doing nothing. I mean, it got to the point where at one point it was just like she was just blowing up for people, for me talking to a group of people. Like, I made it a point not to just be talking to like one girl and shit. Let me just talk to a group of people. She just blew up for that. So, and then when I go hang out with my friends, like, why are you always with your friends? Da, da, da. Now that's also a jealousy thing. She's jealous of me hanging out with my friends too. So it became to a point where it was just so much that I really couldn't do it anymore, to be honest with you. And you know, like I said, I had calmed down with the with the stepping outside the relationship thing, but the whole jealousy thing was not gonna calm down. That was not gonna stop. So
did you take any accountability for it? Because I feel like when you cheat on someone in a relationship, they're always on edge and you have to do work.
I understand that.
To bring down that barrier, you know.
I understand that, but I was pretty much just over it at that point. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I got to the point where I was overwhelmed by it. it's like no matter anywhere we go, we would end up in a fight, and I couldn't do it. You understand what I'm saying? Just because like somebody showed me the slightest bit of attention, like so I needed to not be me in order for this relationship to survive. So yeah, it ruined the relationship. We couldn't be together anymore. It had to because I take accountability. It was my fault. But however, even at the end of the day, I still feel like, let's say I never got caught cheating. I feel like my personality would just make her think that I cheat. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of people just like me. People is drawn to me. That's all I'm saying.
A shake review once again.
Right.
Any girl that feel that way puts 5 stars on the post that we are going to
Flash. You have sophisticated. I think you have sophisticatedly ratchet, Flash.
Well, you know what it is.
Yeah,
I put no up at first.
Yeah.
And
me too.
And we said, what, has envy ever ruined a relationship?
Right.
And I guess I'm conflicted because for me at least, I'm such like I'm rooting for everybody, especially if you black type of shit. Like I'm rooting for you. I want everybody to win. I don't like the fact that sometimes, certain people, and I'm not saying like competitively, like if we being competitive, somebody got to lose. But generally, I want everybody to win in the domain that they want to win. However they want to get money, however they want to get women, love, whatever the case is, I generally want people to win. So I don't really have or come from like a envious mindset a lot of times to where I'm going to let it ruin something for me. Because and that's one thing with me, like I'll break up with a woman and I want her to go try and find some dick better than mine. You go try and find a nigga better than me type of shit.
Challenge.
That's what I want for you. Yeah,
bro, that sounds a little. I don't even know the word for it.
That's prideful. That's definitely prideful.
That's pride.
Is this what it seems?
No.
That's the worst.
You can find something better than me.
But P game, I mean that shit though. Yeah, so it's not prideful because I want this person to win. I want them to succeed.
So there's no malevolent feelings behind it.
No,
you really want them genuinely to do good.
Yeah, 100%. Even and I'll be honest, even with exes that check up on me,
his finger don't work for me though. His finger is
in a moment. He's in a moment. He's in a moment. He's talking. He's into it.
Fingers still don't work.
But no, and I'll be honest though, I have exes that will still like check in with me and shit, and I'm still like showing love, and I'm still rooting for them, and I'm hoping they might even come to me for advice. And it's like I'm going to give the best advice that I can from a place that is not envious, from a place that wants you to succeed, from a place that wants you to find better. So, but Shake said I should say it's not true. And I think maybe this is more external in terms of like maybe envy of somebody else could have ruined a relationship with me and that person. And that's fine, but that's also something, and maybe there are parts of it that I can't control, but at the same time, I don't want to control people's feelings towards me all the time, because I'm the type of person too where I feel like what you think of me is none of my business type of shit a lot of the times. So because I can't live under the umbrella of like you want
how
me to
you perceive me.
Yeah, I can't do that. So so if that's
their experience of you,
that's
not your truth,
right. And I got more truths for me that have been proven to me to be more successful based on like how I look forward to people either growing or whatever the case is, because I know I got growing to do. I still got growing to do, and that's just the truth of it. So, like I said, I'm never envious of people in their situations. I want people to do better. Honestly.
Flash.
All right, so I'm gonna.
No, right quick, go Flash. When you were talking about how you want your girl to do better and shit, or find somebody better, I agree with that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll tell a chick who I'm telling I'm not serious in this relationship with, and tell them like I'm okay with you looking for somebody else. Like go out there and go find somebody. Real talk. I'm here for one reason and one reason only, and I'm telling you that right now. This is not going to turn into anything. It is what it is. But do you know how hurt they are by that shit, bro? Like I don't want to.
Do you know how hurt you are when your girls drop you? When you say that to them and they actually drop you, you came to us and told us she was hurt.
No. But my thing is, but here's my thing though. My thing is this, yo. when you live this type of life, you have to understand that you're gonna lose people along the way. I can't control the fact that you want to go out there and have a relationship and you want to go out there and do this and do that. All I can tell you is that, hey, if you ever want to cheat on your man, you know where to find me. All right, that's all I can say.
There you go.
I'm willing to get an ass whooping. Your man want to fuck me up because I fucked you? No problem.
Oh gosh. I'm gonna answer really briefly, and I'm gonna move into the next question. So it says, has envy ever ruined a relationship? I put sophisticatedly ratchet because me personally being envious of anybody in a relationship, or me being envious of a partner in my relationship, no, but I don't know if the person was envious of me, or so I don't know. I could think about certain things, and I'm like, was that envy? Like, was the person envious?
Give me an example.
I think about okay, in my prior, in a relationship that I was with, like. This person too was very same thing, like very outgoing. People was drawn to him. He was funny, people liked him and everything like that. But I noticed that as I started to get close with some of his family members, like I remember an example that they gave me. Like one time, I went to a bar. I went to like a barbecue or something like that, and they were kind of coming at me a little bit. They're like, "Oh Mo, why you ain't come out to so and so?" And I had no clue what they were talking about. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they were like, oh, we invited you to so-and-so and you didn't come. I was like,
invite you.
I was like, I didn't know about that. No, nobody told me about it. And they were like, what? And I was like, yeah, I didn't know about that. So then at that moment, we exchanged numbers with each other. You know what I mean? So then at that point in time, like our relationship started to grow. And I felt like as my relationship started to grow with them, the person, and this is my partner, felt away. And I'm like, why are you feeling away? Because people is rocking with me. Like, could they like me? You know what I mean?
The reach around. You did the reach around. That's what happened.
Yeah, you did the reach around for sure.
Like real talk. Like you go through me. You go through me to hang out with my family.
No,
but they did it to her.
They did it to me.
They reached out to her.
Yeah. They reached out to me. I didn't reach out to them. They reached out to me.
There was nothing malevolent about that, Mo.
Nah, let me tell you something. If I'm your man and my cousin give you her number and shit, I need you to let me know that my cousin gave you her number.
Well, I told you that I told the person that they gave me the number. And the crazy thing is, it's like, and it was because your cousin's gonna call you to the carpet on certain things. So your cousin's a grown ass person. So it doesn't mean that they rock with me, but they're not gonna rock with you and your bullshit. You know what I mean? So that doesn't mean that they rock with me necessarily. So you felt a type of way, like, oh, cause they cool with me. Like, why they can't be cool with me? And to this day, homeboy don't even talk to his cousin.
Yeah.
From what but and it's crazy because even when we would. She did pick a side because even when we split up, like I was in her wedding, you know what I mean? Like me and and she introduces me. If I'm going somewhere, she's like, yo, this is my cousin. That's the type of relationship we have.
You her new cousin?
I've always been her cousin. Yeah. I've always been her cousin. I've always been her cousin. I was in her wedding. I've always been her cousin.
In the wedding. And he wasn't even invited to the wedding.
Whoa.
Yep.
You took over his spot.
You swap out a family member.
Word.
Because he swapped out himself. He swapped out himself with the energy, like your energy, like you were. And they was close. I feel bad because they were really close, but it had nothing to do with me. It had everything to do with him and his problem.
Yeah,
and your personality. You're very likable, Mo. A lot of families always love you.
Yes.
All your partners' families love you.
Oh my gosh, especially if they're like, if it's a sibling group or just boys. Oh my gosh.
And you're the only girl.
And I'm the only girl. The mothers are like this. They just become engulfed with me for whatever reason. And I get it because it's like, oh, it's a female. Oh my God, so I noticed that except for one boyfriend that I had, that's the only boyfriend that I was not close with his parents like that. But everybody, like every boyfriend that I had, I was really had a good relationship with their family.
That can make someone envious for sure.
Yeah.
We got to talk about that on the next episode coming up.
Let's talk about how. Do we have any questions in here when we talk about how women want dudes to get jealous and shit? They get turned on by that shit, that toxic.
But before we do that, can we get my homegirl TJ a couple of seconds for her?
Yes.
Everybody, put y'all 10 seconds. I want to see if I can do it in 10 seconds.
Oh, we do it 10 seconds.
Yeah, put y'all fingers up. Y'all do it for me. Y'all do the countdown.
All right, ready?
All right, y'all ready, guys? Tribe, you ready? Go ahead and hit the like button right now. Hit the follow button right now. Hit the subscribe button right now. You can hear us everywhere you hear podcasts. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon has podcasts. iHeartRadio, and follow us on social media. We're on IG at So Ratchet Podcast. We're on TikTok at So Ratchet Podcast. We're on Twitter at So Ratchet Pod. And follow us on YouTube right here after you hit the subscribe button, the notification bell at So Ratchet Space Podcast. How many seconds was that?
Yo, you didn't even make it. You didn't even make Mash's 10 seconds, and he was doing it high 10 seconds.
I did it slow too. I did. Me and Mash was on the same count.
He was counting Mississippi.
Me and Mash was on the same count.
Well, let's call it 20 seconds. It's a lot to say. It's a lot to say. Let's call it 20 seconds.
I clocked you at 17 seconds.
Okay, so let's do 20. Let's do 20.
Exactly.
Back to the episode.
Yes, back to the episode. I'm skipping around here. So let's jump into this. What do women envy about men, and what do men envy about women? Let's talk about that.
Women want that dick.
I know.
Yeah.
I think and I've heard this. Actually, Flash and we had this conversation. He's like, women have it so easy. Y'all can get dick anytime y'all want. I can get dick anytime I want. I can get dick anytime I want. Y'all know that song?
Yeah, no.
It's trending on social media.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah, it's trending. All right. Well, you're not on TikTok and IG. But anyway, I think that's one of the things that guys envy, that, women can get it however they want, whenever they want. And it's less effort. We don't have to put ourselves out there. And I know you guys get rejected a lot. So I think that's one of the things that men envy about women.
We're the hunters. That's why.
You
don't get rejected if you're not out there. If you're not searching. But go ahead, Mo. I'm sorry.
And I think, another thing I think women envy about men is that you guys don't get a period. You guys don't have to worry about anything. Reproductive wise, right? Reproductive wise.
Time fly, like time clock. That's what you mean?
Like time clock wise, like at any age. And I'm not being
still
shady. At 78. Old, you can have a baby. You understand?
Yes.
So you don't have the time restriction on your reproductive system.
Can you give her a bell for that?
Oh, sorry.
So stuff like that. I think women are very envious of men in that area. I think
y'all take advantage in some ways too when it comes to when it comes that time of the month, y'all become very malevolent at times. I think that
what's the count?
I'll get there we go. Yeah. Give me mine, doggy. Give me mine.
Regardless if we come malevolent or not, the point of it is that you don't have to experience that at all. You know what I mean? You don't have to go through those hormones or the emotions of it. So that's the point that I'm trying to make. You don't have to deal with any of that as a man. So it's not to say that we want to. That's our natural hormone. Sometimes we're cramping, we're upset. I'm aggy. I'm cramping really bad. Like I don't want you to be up on me right now. And it's no shade to you. I'm just like I'm not feeling good. Like I'm cramping. My back hurt. My stomach is hurting. So those are the things that I think, some of the things that, female envy about men. Like y'all don't have to go through none of that. Okay?
You know what men envy about women? That y'all can have at least I ain't tapped into this shit yet, but multiple orgasms. And I'm talking about y'all could and then y'all recover. It's like niggas can't do it, especially back to back. And granted, maybe some niggas do. Some niggas are blessed to be able to nut, and then they could probably nut 10 seconds later, and then another 10 seconds.
I'm so turned on by men that can do that, by the way.
That's a lot of fucking juice.
I watch that shit on porn sites all the time. I love it.
But then again,
it's called cream pie. Yeah, it's called cream pie.
Yeah, but you know what it is though? Sometimes I think, and I know I've had this twisted in terms of thinking male orgasm needs ejaculation. They have these whole training packages you could probably go to and train your dick how to orgasm without nutting and shit. And in my mind, that's just so unfulfilled. I want to see the actual thing exit, but I envy women. I envy the process of wanting to experience multiple orgasms. I think that's such a dope thing, especially if you're a dude and you watch and a woman navigates you to know she's about to come and then boom, she comes, and then she has to breathe, give her some water, and then she can go right back at it. You know what I'm saying? Because me, I told you I'm a nut and done type of nigga.
Yeah, some women are too, though. I wanted to say that. I was dating a girl and she says, I want to make sure you're good first, because after she comes, she's done. Right. So I think that's not all women, and I think it's not all men too.
I think less niggas can do that though, in terms of multi-orgasm. A lot of niggas.
Yeah, after that,
men.
Chef's kiss.
What I am most jealous of with women is
Envious of,
what I'm most
jealous.
envious of, but not malevolent, okay, not malevolent, but
Nah, we not
most
giving you that shit.
most envious.
He
Yeah, bro.
he definitely doesn't even get that. That wasn't a sentence. That was just a word.
You try to
That was
make a
just a
point without
word.
That
making a
was
sentence.
definitely a sentence.
Fuck
It
outta
was
here,
not.
bro.
Then he
just
just
said,
plugged the word
not
into a
malevolent.
slot
Yeah.
just to do it.
That
sir,
wasn't even
are
a
the cool
word.
guy.
You got no
Benevolent,
You
kind.
should miss a turn. Till you got that shit. You should miss a whole turn, nigga.
Okay, hate y'all.
We
Okay.
can take away one from this nigga.
Right.
We be
Take away a point
like,
when you just want to say the word malevolent.
He's such a hyena with that laugh.
I told him.
Finish your thought.
Yo, damn. Okay, what I'm most jealous of women with, or envious of women with, is their multitasking skills. I feel like, yo, they're such great multitaskers. Like, women can do, when it comes with like kids and shit like that, like they put so much stuff together so easily, and I can't do that. I cannot do all of that. Like, that is, I can, but it would take a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get, like, women are getting ready for work, they're getting the kids stuff together, they're making breakfast, they're doing this, they're doing that. It's
packing lunch.
Yeah, yo, women have such a, it's like a natural capability to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been envious of it.
Yeah.
I think men can do that too.
I like
that.
And if you are out there, partner, come find me.
You know what it is?
I'm on So
TJ?
Ratchet Podcast on TikTok. So Ratchet Podcast on Twitter.
I mean,
I'm
not to sound like I'm putting everybody in one category, but gay guys are usually pretty good with that too. Because I know some gay supervisors really good at organization, amazingly good. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think in terms of envious for me, when I'm envious of women, I'm envious of how often they get approached. I wish women approached me as much as they get approached by men. Like, I'm so envious of that shit. Like,
that's a fact.
Y'all be beating niggas off with a stick and shit. Like, you know, the only time a nigga get that feeling is in the strip club. I get that feeling when I'm in the strip club.
They come up.
Oh yeah, that's true. They come up to you.
But other than that, y'all get that shit everywhere if y'all look good. If y'all smell good, oh my god. Then if y'all like, if y'all fucking what's that shit called? Oh my god, I can't think of what it's called.
Good? And don't let dudes have some big goggles on.
Nah, if you ovulating, when you ovulate,
when
niggas spider senses be picking
when you
up
in heat, when you in heat.
Yeah. Niggas be picking up the pheromones. They be like, damn, she got a whole glow about her.
Oh god.
And you can tell when a woman in heat. That's real shit.
There you go.
Exactly. So everyone seems to answer that question. So here's another one. Has there ever been a career or profession? No, what career or profession are you envious of? Anybody?
Anybody that's like rich, like
shit. I was just about to say that anybody that got fucking money, that's a millionaire.
Jeff Bezos.
Go ahead, TJ.
I mean, I would say we're on that path, but I feel like influence is like, if I could do this every fucking day, talking shit with the tribe, with my friends, my day ones, like I want to do this every day. So I wouldn't even say I'm jealous of it, because I'm like, we're gonna get there. But that's beautiful, like to do absolutely the thing that you really, really love, and you get paid for it. Facts. Yes.
Yo, TJ, I love that right there. What you said, it does kind of make me jealous when I see people who love what they do. That shit, like I be like, yo, when people like genuinely wake up in the morning and they're happy about going to work, I'm like, man, shut the fuck up. Like, hey, love what they do. Real talk. And then also, I'm really jealous of people who have the financial backing to be able to hold out and do the stuff that they want to do instead of just settling for shit. Like they got somebody to take care of them until like I'm gonna just wait to do something that I like. You know what I mean? I'm still figuring myself out, and they 38. You feel what I'm saying? Real talk. You know
that part.
That part.
It takes a lot longer for you to have that sort of privilege in life to be able to be on that path of self-discovery, though. I feel like a lot of us have to go through a lot of shit and avoid a lot of hurdles and downfalls to be able to get to that space, to be able to get to know themselves. Like some people get distracted with having kids along the way. You know, some people get distracted with life events that cause them to look at things differently. But you know what I mean? Absolutely. But when you can focus on yourself, it's usually like later on in life. The reason I bring up is because the reason I bring that up is because I remember like when I was doing the farming event, when I was doing the apprenticeship, the people who I was doing it with were a lot younger and they were white people. And they were talking about them doing things like this so often. at such a young age, it's like, damn, that shit made me feel like that's different to be able to have those type of experiences so much earlier in life.
Yes.
You know, to be able to have those type of thoughts about yourself then and continue to grow. But for us, it takes a lot longer for us to get there, to be able to have those type of conversations about self-discovery.
And that's what I was gonna say, Mash. Like, you can have it younger. It's just that you don't have what Shake was talking about.
The financial backing.
The backing. These young white kids, they have money. Their parents don't care if they become a farmer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My mom is like, you ain't being no farmer, you're gonna be a nurse because you want stability. You know what I mean? Right. Like, you need stability, you need income, you know, and it's true. It's a different process. When I was in college, I felt envious of the kids that were backpacking all across the world. After they graduate high school, they were backpacking across Europe and all these different places, Africa. And I'm like, you know, that wasn't something that I felt like I could do because I didn't have that family backing, that financial backing that Shake was referring to.
Exactly. Exactly. That's real. That's real.
Yeah. I would say, go ahead.
I was just going to ask TJ if she was malevolent towards them.
No, because I didn't wish evil on them, but I know you was trying.
Give a big.
You get like a half a point, nigga. But
that's a half a point? Okay, I'll put that down. Half a point.
Half a point.
It's definitely a sentence.
He was reaching.
Go on, Flash. Go ahead, Flash.
Yo, so I will say this. Like, I've always been a dude who and it's not envy in the sense of like, I wanted what somebody had. It was more like envy, like I want better for myself. And it was always like people who get to create like a lot of creative work. So when I see like, you know, I used to watch videos of Bob Ross painting and shit. He's teaching niggas how to paint. You know what I'm saying? And that's a great form of expression. It's a great form of creativity and stuff like that. So I think when I started getting bit by like the computer bug, like I was always in the computers and shit, you know, and internet and the web was popping off and stuff like that. I realized like there's something about this which is really cool, which is people get to create like websites and all this other shit. I always found that stuff interesting. I always used to want to tinker with shit like that, and that's what I did. So I'll be honest, like I was very envious of the career I'm in right now. I always wanted to do something with web development, websites, computers, like, and you know, things just kind of got me to the point where, you know, I had to become a career switcher. I had to be like, yo, enough is enough. Like, what's stopping me from, you know, doing the thing, that I feel passionate about. So, and once again, it came from a place of like, why don't I deserve this? Like, do I not deserve this or whatnot? And so, you know, it came at a moment in my life where I wasn't expecting it. And I think for that reason of actually getting into it, it feels more fulfilling. I feel like I get to create on a regular basis. Like people literally like wait for me to create like a problem or solution to a problem, I should say. And it feels good because it's like I had to pull the shit out of thin air almost, or I had to like do a lot of Googling or figuring it out. And that's literally like what my job encompasses every day. And because of that, there's no time frame to which somebody can tell me this has to be, and I'm not saying like there's not requirements, but nobody can tell me like you have to get this done in one day. You know what I'm saying? Or you have to get this amount of work. Everything relies on how much creativity, how slick and sitting with a problem and understanding shit on a regular basis. So for me, it's fulfilling. So I was envious of that path, and being in it, like I will say, like I'm on the opposite end. It's like I want more people to like find, you know, that feeling of like being in something that's like fulfilling, because I understand like
doing
why
something
they
that
say
you
you're
love.
passionate. It's like when you're passionate about something and you're doing it, there's no better reward for it. You know,
I agree.
I think it's beautiful. We say that to kids, but like the truth is we want them to have something stable. We want them to have income. And so does that really, you know, maybe we'll create that path for our offspring, you know, just like my mom, she created it for me in some way, and she and her parents, but I think it's the path that, not the path, but the generational stuff that we've been through as a people. Why we are where we are right now, and it's going to be easier and easier as the generations go forward.
Absolutely. But you know what bothers me a little bit too? I think we put too much pressure on ourselves as far as our careers to keep us happy, as opposed to doing, a lot of the things that keep us happy. Therefore, we don't need to be envious of, like, people in careers, because, if you're doing something that you genuinely like anyway,
I
like,
agree.
sometimes a job is just a job, but like you still get to fulfill, yourself with the things that you actually like,
Thank you.
so I
Yeah.
think that's important.
What's coming up for me is like when you have to choose what you want to do. At 17, they're telling you got to figure out what you want to major in college, and you don't even fucking know what the hell you want to major in, especially if you weren't even exposed to it. It's like it's difficult for younger people to feel that, and we instill that in the kids. Do whatever you want to do the things that you like, but you don't even know what you like. And so it's nice that Mash was sharing how those younger kids were like, doing self-discovery, because I think that's what you should be doing at that age before you push yourself into a career, right?
Right.
Yeah. I
And
guess
then
it's
we will
just
be able to push that for our children, right?
Facts.
yeah.
Yes,
I just guess
absolutely.
it's this whole connection with like doing the thing you like and getting paid for it is
Yes.
super rewarding. So it's like, everybody wants to be able to do that in life, because that's how we earn a living for a lot of us, so yeah.
Yeah, and even
And
okay.
until you get there, do whatever you got to do to get there,
Right.
And that's why I
Right.
respect your journey, Flash, because you did the whole cable stuff, and you
Right.
still really wanted to do whatever you did, and you still got there.
Right.
You are grounded.
Yeah.
You're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. Your
Right.
path was that path for you to be where you are right now.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's that root chakra right there.
Yep.
Full
All right.
circle. Full circle.
So
You did that.
it's full circle. So let me ask y'all, what triggers your strongest feelings of envy?
What triggers my strongest feeling?
Money.
Yes. Oh my gosh, Shake, you took it out. That's
Where's
what
the
I was going.
ding?
Money for me.
Yeah. So you know what's wild? Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I agree with Shake. Sometimes, and that's when I have to click out of it too, because I have to, in that moment, I still have to stop myself and say, I'm grateful.
Yeah, you good.
I'm grateful. I'm good. I'm grateful for what I have. And money makes you. We all love money, but it takes you to a spot that's just crazy, because it's just I just start like thinking about like money's just in my head, like, oh, if I had this, I had that, and then I have to stop.
Yep.
You have a roof over your head.
Yep.
You're alive. You're breathing. You have health. Be grateful for that.
Yeah.
You understand? So I have to catch myself coming back, but instantly, yeah, I am envious of money, because it's like if I had money, I could do this, I could do that, I could do this, I could do what I want. Mad shit, right? But then I also have to stop myself, and that's the truth. And I'm just, that's
I'm not even mad at that. I'm gonna be honest. I think the one thing I've forever envied was, or like people loving themselves. Watching somebody love themselves and know how to love themselves and know how to be happy with themselves, know how to be happy with like your choices. I've envied that, because I feel like I do a lot of self-discovery on that, because for me it definitely like surpasses money and all this other shit, because I want to wake up every day and be like happy with who I'm with and the choices that I've made. And I feel like that's part of it. Like loving yourself means that you gotta love the choices that you make for yourself on a daily basis.
True.
So for me, that's the thing I envy the most. So a lot of my work or what I do every day is based off of that. And it's like, how do you love yourself? How do you talk to yourself? How do you take care of your body? How do you eat? Like, what are the things you're doing to love yourself? And so yeah, I'm envious of, and I feel like I found a lot of that. So let me not say I'm envious of that all the time, but at the same time, and when I lose my connection to that, I'm re-envious of it again, and I have to like not use malevolent thoughts and things that kind of are going to take me back to not feeling grounded with that.
Okay, go ahead,
and
TJ.
actually, I would agree with that. I feel like it's not just one thing. I was trying to put in the timing, but
I'll
we'll make sure that. Thank you.
I hate this
I was just gonna say that I feel like multiple things trigger those feelings.
I hate this guy
throughout my entire life. You know what I mean? Like I remember going to yoga and wanting to kind of just quiet all the sounds in my head. And it wasn't until my yoga instructor had shared with me that she was like on a path of pre-med and she lost her vision. She ended up getting this I can't remember the name of the diagnosis, macular degeneration, I think it is. But she lost her vision, and she was on the path. She was already in med school, like on the path, and it changed her entire life. And she just started doing yoga, and yoga allowed her to be grateful, and it just changed her entire trajectory of her life. And she never even thought that, and creating that new space for herself. And so I was like envious of her a little bit, even though it was like I have my vision, and not to say that that's something to be, like envious of, but I was just saying, like, wow, like I feel like I've been somewhat envious of other things, and so many things have come up. It's just not one thing. It's not just money. It's different things along my path in life. And I feel like the thing that keeps me grounded, talking about that red chakra, that root chakra, is connecting with myself and being grateful for what I do have.
Right. Yeah.
Yo, TJ, I'm 100% on board with what you're talking about, because at the end of the day, there's so much stuff in the world you could be envious over. There's people. I mean, you could be envious over the people with the nice house, the nice car, the beautiful family, the freaking the lawn with the picket fence. You know what I'm saying? You
people that had their children early and they're best friends with their kids now, and I haven't even started yet.
You can be jealous of so many things in life. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You can be jealous of so many things in life, but it takes me back to this Instagram post that I saw. I don't know if it was a post or I don't know where this came from, but like, there was there's a guy in a nice car, and then the person on the bike is looking at him like, damn, I wish I had a nice car. And then, there's a person walking, looking at the guy with the bike, and was like, damn, I wish I had a bike. And then there's a kid up in the window who can't walk in a wheelchair. It's like, damn, I wish I could walk. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be, sometimes we gotta look, sometimes we gotta look at the things that we have and be grateful for the things we have. Because you gotta look at other people, because sometimes, you really look at other people, they're in worse positions than you are. You understand what I'm saying? And you gotta understand that there's people out there who may be jealous of you and you don't even know it. Jealous of the things that you have, and you're sitting there like, damn, I don't even want this, I want that. You feel me? So so sometimes we have to just take a second and be humble and think about the things we have and just be grateful.
Mash,
that's a beautiful soundbite. I'm gonna make that soundbite for IG.
I love that. I love that. Mash, what triggers your does anything trigger your envy, Mash?
What triggers my envy?
Yeah. Does anything?
I think Flash hit the nose on the head, like, seeing other people be happy. It makes me want to be happy too when I see other people happy. I think that makes me envious. And then, everybody's perspective of happiness is different. So, everybody's happy is different from my happy, but talking good things into yourself is really important when it comes to that type of situation. Like, affirmations are really important. Words are really powerful. The things you say to yourself about yourself kind of stick, so you should always speak nicely to yourself or about yourself when you feel in that way. But I would say that for the most part.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. I'm gonna ask. I think this could be a burner question, so we're gonna see really quickly. Have you ever ruined someone's relationship because of your envy? Have you ever ruined someone's relationship because of your envy?
I'm gonna say no.
I want to say no too. I just want to make sure. I got a lot of memories and shit.
Yeah. It's a unanimous. It's a unanimous decision. All of us said no.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, you know what's wild though? I think
we ain't haters. We ain't haters.
No, but you know what's wild though?
Congratulators.
Sometimes I think like I say no, but then I also think like, how were we maybe as kids, and maybe like, seeing somebody get something, or more, even if you cry for something. I don't know. I guess I'm just thinking like.
No, I'll give you an example. Like, back in the days, like, I'm just giving an example, and I don't think, not that this happened, I'm going to use TJ as an example. Let's say back in the days, like, that's my best friend. So let's say she became friends with somebody else, and I went back and told TJ, oh, that person said that about you, knowing damn well they didn't, just so she wouldn't be friends with the person. Because I feel like, oh, that's my best friend. Like she can't be friends with anybody else. So maybe, doing something like that. And you ruined the relationship with a friendship, right? Because you was jealous or envious that person, you felt that person was taking over, I guess, your spot or your position or something like that. I mean, that's a quick example. I'm just thinking of from the top of my head.
You ain't going nowhere, bestie. You're stuck with me for life,
exactly. But I'm just using that as an example. So, but I'm thinking when it says, ruin someone else's relationship.
I could think of an instance. I wouldn't say I ruined the relationship, but I definitely was like bystander to a relationship being ruined. And when that relationship got ruined, the person became my best friend. I was like, yeah, this nigga's fucking up. He don't deserve that spot as your best friend. And then they did something and fucked up the relationship. I slid right in it like, yeah, bro. Hey, look. I was here this whole time, bro. You know I was the best.
Right. I mean, it happens. It happens. Here's a question. I don't really know if we could ask a question. It's on here. Are you envious of people that work remotely? Like,
shit.
I am. I'm a nurse. I gotta be there. I'm looking for a
the burner exactly.
Oh, sorry.
That's right. That's okay. Sorry. But go ahead, TJ. TJ said yes. She is.
Yes.
Yeah. I want a profession where I don't have to be there wiping ass or taking care of people, and I have to be present. Mine too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there are nursing jobs that you can do. I don't even want to be a nurse anymore. I'm not even convicted.
Shake. Go ahead, Shake. I
say I'm jealous because, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like not having to commute to work is like clutch. Real talk. Like, to be able to stay home, and that's not even adding the fact of doing something that you love to do. You know what I'm saying? It's just not having to take that extra step to have to commute to work and deal with all the hustle and bustle of getting to work. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I love that. And I want that for myself. And that's the main reason I started hating my job. So, I feel like as I started seeing more people working from home, I'm looking at my job like, why the fuck do I have to come here every day? This is bullshit. Right. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with it.
I think go ahead, Flash. I'll go after you.
And I was gonna say, you know what it is? When I was working in cable too, especially like going into so many people's houses, house to house, I was already seeing like what it looked like for people to work from home. Like, and you could tell like the households where it's like, the dad has to be out at this morning, mom's getting everything morning, so I can only come in between this time and fix the issues because everybody gotta go to work, all of this the shit that we got to do just to, stay employed and shit like that. So I was definitely envious at that time. But being a person that works from home now, I can definitely say like it's 50-50 for me. Not 50-50, I'm lying. It's like 70-30. I enjoy working from home. Just to be honest, I create a space that's comfortable for myself, especially when you're comfortable, where you're at. That's like a big thing for it. I only say sometimes the 30 part is I understood how many of my life shaping experiences were coming from like dealing and having like real human interaction, seeing things like in front of my face, things becoming very realistic in terms of like human feelings or just shit that we go through, like seeing people's real frustration, seeing people, sad, being happy, going out, eating, drinking, whatever folks are maybe like a more regular basis. And I feel like, working from home is cool because yes, you might be doing it from home, but we as a species are social species. So it's important for us to have certain type of contact that's healthy to others or whatnot. So I do say like there's you lose a part of that human substance by being just like remote all the time.
That's what I was. So
I'm representing. Go ahead. My fault. Go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
Go ahead, number 3.
No, okay. I was just, my thing was sophisticatedly ratchet too, because I mean, I enjoyed working from home to a certain extent, but I didn't have everything I needed from home. Like I didn't have a printer. I have 2 screens at work. I also, like you stated, Flash, like missed the human connection of seeing some of my coworkers. Like going to lunch. We taking our lunch. We walking. And sometimes being in the house, you get distracted too. The TV's on. So I'm not, I'm not maybe as productive. Yeah, no, right. I have a so I may not be as productive as I am at work. So for me, I feel like even like for me, I wouldn't want to work from home completely. For me personally, like if I had to work from home 3 days a week and go in the office maybe 2, I'm good with that.
Yeah,
like on a flex, schedule or something like that. I can deal with that. Hybrid. A hybrid schedule, I'll be okay with that because that gives me a little time to move around.
Same.
You know, I go in 2 days. The 2 days, knowing me, the 2 days that I'm there, I'm doing everything that I gotta do. So when I'm working, when I'm home, I'm not working. You know what I mean? But because I'm banging out everything in the 2 days that I'm in the office. So when I'm home doing whatever I gotta do. So I think I would like that. I would prefer to be home 3 days, the majority of the time, and maybe 2 days in the office because that's all I'm gonna need. So I think for me, I'll be cool with that. So
not me. Okay. I don't need socialization at all. I have friends for that. I have the podcast for that. You know, I don't even like to make friends at work. I know I'm that type of girl.
Yeah.
And if I have friended you and we work together, it's because you're really special. Yeah. You're special. I'm not the type to make friends at work all the time. And it's because I have a great social life. Like I love my friends and I love my circle and I love meeting new friends too. But I don't need that at work. And I think if you had an office at home had the double screens and
that's why I said if I had what I needed, it would be different. If I had what
I even want to be up in there.
That's exactly how I open. If I had what I needed, yes, but because I don't, I would at least need to be in the office. But go ahead, Mash, because I know you're next.
All right, so I'm gonna speak for the demographic that are currently working remote, and it is
fantastic. Let me hear what you guys
say. I know you.
Let's cut his mic off while he says it.
Go ahead.
I think that
I'm envious. I'm envious.
People should be envious. People should be envious because it is the resources of like options. Like options is what working from home allows you to be able to have that flexibility, be able to decide. You want to take lunch outside, you take lunch outside, or you want to work outside, you work outside. But you'll be able to decide the options that are available to you versus having to go somewhere and do work. Completely different. I love having the resources. Like I love that. I think that it's important to be able to socialize, and that's why a lot of work environments that allow for remote work do a lot of team building exercises where they make like chats and things like that, so you can socialize with your teams, not in a physical sense, but you can get to know them. You know, personalize the experience. I'm just saying that those things are available to still have the social aspect and work remote. You know, that's still a thing, and it's on yourself to stay active when you work from home.
Exactly.
You know,
because you're sitting at home and you're getting fat.
Right. No, that's why I need to walk around. But you do need to be active.
You got to stick to a routine in general. Like even if you worked at a remote location, you still have to make time to work out for yourself. So you got to do the same thing when you work from home as well. But yeah, y'all should be envious for sure, 100%. I'm not mad at y'all. I am malevolent as fuck when it comes to the work from home lifestyle. Right. Okay, that's what it's about.
What?
Malevolent as fuck. I don't know.
Bullshit. Leave it.
So
I'm jealous, but it's not in a malevolent way.
Exactly. We're dwindling down, team. I want to ask y'all 2 more questions.
Give TJ her point.
TJ get her point.
All right, sorry. That was from Matt.
Exactly.
He late with the buzzer for me. He's
not on time. So I got 2 more questions to ask for y'all, and then unfortunately, we're gonna be. That's it for us.
That's a lot. Okay.
What's it?
Go ahead.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes. So, have you ever gotten into a fight due to envy?
No.
Yeah. I mean, I argue with partners. I argue with my partner all the time due to envy. She was envious of all us me getting all this attention outside, and I would get into arguments all the time. That's what ruined the relationship, which brings me back to the early answer. But yes.
Yeah, Shake, I agree. I feel like I've had either like maybe they were situationships or whatever, but like women that would hate the fact that I have so much friends, or even women that didn't like the fact that I had female friends, and they don't keep male friends, so they feel like
you shouldn't have female friends.
Yeah, and it's like no, that's how maybe you see the world and shit. But I see it.
I'm like, I knew them before I knew you, so
facts.
Right.
I ain't going nowhere, Flash.
Exactly.
You better love me too.
I'm just saying. But yeah, I do feel like it's caused like either like arguments sometimes or you know a little spiciness in the relationship or whatever.
Is that good or bad?
You said that's good or bad?
Is that good or bad? Yeah, that's
well sometimes it's good because like for instance, at least with sex, especially if you Especially if you're dealing with a woman that
toxic Avenger.
Right, it is a little toxic. But when you're dealing with a woman that like miss that dick, and it's like, you know, sometimes they hit you with the, you know, you really gonna get his dick away. I'm just like, yeah.
I could see it causing an argument though. Like if let's say you hang out with your friends a little bit and he's like, oh, well, we need to spend time, you know, you always with your friends.
Yeah.
So that can, you know, or we need to spend time, or vice versa for the female saying that you always with your friends. So I could see something like that causing, you know, envious.
I mean, sometimes it's not that you always with your friends. It's just like, yo, I'm always at work, and the free time that I have, I want to spend some time with my friends too. Like,
I get it. Yeah,
I gotta split the time between you and my friends. Like, I don't get to work from home. You know what I mean? I don't get to do that. So, you know, I got this hour and a half travel to work and back. So I lose a lot of time on my day. It is what it is.
Absolutely.
I'm scared to say this one. I feel like of their kids. Because I'm at the age where everyone that I'm dating has children.
Kids.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like whenever they mention a kid, I know I gotta fall back. You know what I mean? So sometimes I'm like a little envious of that.
It's like that, yo. That happens with partners a lot. As a matter of fact, even with fathers, like sometimes I realize that with fathers, like a lot of relationships don't survive after they have kids because, you know, the mom is no longer given as much attention to the dad as she used to. You understand what I'm saying? And that causes malevolent feelings. You know what I mean? Or I wouldn't even say malevolent. I would say envious. I would say envious. They'll be envious. You know what I mean? I still take the point.
Take that back. No, take that back.
He used it in the right way.
I use it in the right way. No, I use it in the right way.
He used it in the wrong way.
I got 2.5.
He didn't mean it, so I don't know if we still give him a point.
Yeah. Just give him 3. Now 0.5.
All right, so give him a whole point now because he used it another half away.
I hate y'all so much. But listen, but listen. So so that happens a lot because I don't know if you've ever noticed that, you know, people were like mad lovey-dovey and then they had a baby and all of a sudden they hated each other. That's what be happening. Real talk.
Yeah, that's my biggest fear.
It's not
that's why I want a nanny.
It's not that we're consciously jealous of the kid. It's just that now I'm like, you don't have the time to do the shit that I used to love that you did. And the reason why we fell in love is because you did these things, and now you're not doing it anymore because you're focusing on the kid. You understand what I'm saying? And I understand, but I don't like it. You feel me?
Exactly.
Well, that's why it should be a partnership, and you both are focusing on the kid and focus on each other. Because if she has to do everything, because she's so good at multitasking, as you would say, you allow her to do everything, and that's why she's burnt the fuck out.
But she better
pitch in.
If you pitch,
no, exactly.
No,
multitask my dick.
Don't be malevolent. Don't be malevolent.
Don't be malevolent. All right.
Don't give her that. Don't give her that. Don't give her that. Don't give her that. Not a stitch.
Be a partner. Be a partner. So that she can have more time.
Maybe she wasn't a multitasker. Maybe you were just lazy.
Exactly. Lazy ass. So I lied to y'all. That was the last question.
Okay.
That was our last question.
We'll take it.
So, TJ, we got to do our 20-second countdown. Let them know where they can find us, listen to us, see us, all of that jazz. Let them know. Let them know.
Let me get my toes.
Yeah, 10 toes. All right, guys. Thank you for listening to this episode. You can find us everywhere you hear podcasts. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon. You can follow us on IG. We're on IG at So Ratchet Podcast, TikTok at So Ratchet Podcast, and So Ratchet Podcast, So Ratchet Space Podcast on YouTube. Follow us on all our social media platforms, and we drop new episodes every Wednesday. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of the tribe, and stay sophisticatedly ratchet.
We love you, tribe. Thanks for listening.
Wait, let's do the tally.
Yeah, and only find us if you're not malevolent. Yes.
So let's do the tally. And the tally is for Shake's word of the week. Drum roll, please.
Oh my God.
Flash tried to get one in too just now.
Flash got 4. Flash is the winner.
Emotional damage.
Yes. That's the face of what Mash looks like when he knows he wasn't going to win.
Wow.
Mash, can you post that in the banners or no?
Fuck that. Ain't shit going to no banners. Ain't shit going to no banners.
I tried.
We want to say,
Malevolent.
We love you.
Word.
Thanks for listening to us. We enjoy you, tribe.
Thanks. Appreciate y'all.